But now one of the city council members has floated the idea of a 30% tax increase because they're dealing with basically a budget deficit they're estimating of around $30 million.
And that's a property tax increase, correct?
Uh-huh.
Which equates to about $20 a month. So when you hear 30%,
the average, the average is $800 a year, I think, in taxes for the average Pittsburgh resident. And so if you plus that up by 30%, it goes to $1,040 a year, and that would be an extra $20 a month. That's where you get the $240.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I would imagine a fair number of people in Pittsburgh are going to be discussing that. And then I think the other thing is football fans will probably be talking about, what's next for the Steelers. But last night's game, the Eagles stink. 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers. They lost in overtime to the Chargers on Monday Night Football. And, there's a definite odor coming from the direction of Philadelphia, and it's not a good one when it comes to the Eagles.
Have you been following along, Aaron, since you've been off?
I would say I just started following along recently. Again, I did allow myself to unplug a bit.
Well, good. We need you fresh in the morning.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I think the weather really is the dominant story for us because, we started early on this thing, and it has not let up one bit.
And I heard
here we go this week.
Ellen talk about another, what do you call it? Water leak. Sprung up where this time?
28. Not good.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser Genesis of Monroeville. So another water main break, Ellen.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time of year.
It is. They found this one yesterday afternoon, but boy, I think it's going to make things very challenging for this morning on Route 28, guys. So emergency water line repair work is going to impact your morning commute. This is southbound on 28, a single lane closure between the 40th and 31st Street bridges. And the PennDOT release says this is until further notice, so I'm sure they're scrambling to get things repaired. Hopefully it'll happen sooner rather than later, but we'll get you through it. Right now, you do have a little bit of a slowdown through that area. And getting to Route 28 heads up tonight through Friday night on Route 8 in Etna, where you'll find a single southbound closure. A complete southbound closure between Katanning Street and the Route 28 interchange. That'll be 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. as crews do overhead sign structure repair work there. The ramps to 28 north and southbound from Route 8 will close as well. Posted detours for all there. Our next AAA traffic on the 5s at 5:55. I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
Thanks, Ellen. And AccuWeather says we'll start with some sunshine and then some clouds will move in. We are anticipating a high just above freezing at 34, and it'll stay there, and we'll go to near 40 tomorrow. But overnight, a mix of snow and rain late into the early morning hours could slicken up some of the roadways, but primarily this is a event north of the city of Pittsburgh. And then Thursday's high, just 29. Right now, it is 11 degrees.
It's Marty Griffin. I have seen so much angst and anger these days that, what's overwhelmed me with joy and optimism? This Get Marty. The folks in this community that have stepped up. You can't help your neighbor if you hate your neighbor. Get Marty epitomizes that opportunity to help people, feed people, clothe people, educate people. If you need me, get Marty at kdkradio.com.
Get Marty is presented by Phil DeLuceni and Associates, Levin Furniture, UPMC Health System, CNS Construction, John Keefe Restaurant Group of Oakmont, and by Robert Pierce and Associates.
Online shopping can be risky when it comes to your fitness equipment. Can you really judge the quality of exercise equipment by a picture? Larry Richard here for G&G Fitness Equipment. Take advantage of the experts at our local G&G stores. Bring your running shoes to try out the treadmills, ellipticals, bikes, rowers, you name it, and G&G will be there to support you every step of the way. Visit one of G&G Fitness Equipment's 3 locations or go online at ggfitness.com.
What is life-changing medicine? The discovery of cancer at the earliest possible stage, challenging limits and transforming the impossible into reality, or connecting people to doctors and specialists when they need it most. At UPMC, we believe life-changing medicine is all those things. Our goal is to change the world of medicine, and the lives of those around us. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Today, I'm here with Amy Rencher, Senior Vice President of Small Business and Talent at the Michigan Economic Development Corporation.
The Michigan Economic Development Corporation, or the MEDC, as we like to call it, plays a critical role in really a networked statewide approach to supporting tech-based entrepreneurs and more traditional small businesses across the state of Michigan. This really is a networked approach. We see ourselves as a convener, connector among partners to export resources, helping lift up best practice across the field, align with national standards, industry standards for best-in-class service to entrepreneurs for benchmarking purposes, for access to capital, for other growth-related milestones, hiring for the first time, hiring many people for the first time. All these things help make for a rich entrepreneurial ecosystem for which we're a key player in.
To hear more of this interview with Amy Rencher from MEDC, go to thismorningwithgordondeal.com and click on the MEDC microphone.
It's 5:50 from the KDKA Radio News Desk. Here's a look ahead at our 6 o'clock report with Paul Rasmussen.
So we're going to cover again the school board's decision to stick with a 4% tax increase instead of asking for more now that they have a deficit. Also, that tax hike for the city, and then a decision last night in South Park on a new development, or the lack of a decision. We'll fill you in 9 minutes on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
Waymo is issuing a voluntary software recall for its autonomous vehicles after multiple reports of the robo-taxis passing parked school buses in Texas. The company that produces the self-driving cars, which has taken to the streets of several U.S. cities, said in a statement that it has decided to initiate a voluntary software recall after several close calls in Texas raised safety concerns about the vehicles. The Federal Reserve will announce its final interest rate decision of 2025 tomorrow, capping off a turbulent year for the U.S. economy. CME FedWatch puts the odds of another quarter percentage point cut in the Fed's benchmark rate at 88%. That would represent the third straight Fed cut and lower the federal funds rate. Google said it plans to launch the first of its AI-powered glasses in 2026. The company said it plans to release audio-only glasses with its Gemini AI assistant and glasses that will include an in-lens display. I'm Nicole Murray on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Brighten up your morning with Larry Richard in the Big K Morning Show on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Time for the Big K Morning Show. Birthdays on this December 9th. And by the way, if you are celebrating a 65th, congratulations from MediConnect. Medicare Made Simple. We start with Dame Judi Dench, who was 91 today. She won an Oscar and numerous awards for multiple series, but many she will be remembered basically as James Bond's boss.
Take the bloody shot.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
What a clip.
It was quite a scene. And that shot knocked James Bond off of a train, a moving train, off of a bridge and dropping down into a reservoir of some kind or a river.
How about that, Aaron?
He actually survived it.
How about Paul being able to recall that just from that clip?
I have to say that Judi Dench is perfect as M. She's a wonderful actress. And I was kind of surprised they talked her into doing that because she's, known for pretty serious dramatic roles.
Dame Judi Dench.
Yes, she is, definitely.
Singer-songwriter Imogene Heap is 48. You might recognize this part of her work, Hide and Seek. It was sampled by Jason Derulo.
What you say?
Was also a skit on SNL.
You saying it's sampled by Jason Derulo, you just covered everything, because some know it and some don't.
Right, so if you knew one, maybe you knew the other or not.
Right.
Actor John Malkovich is 72. He was nominated for an Oscar in his role in The Line of Fire. Malkovich played Mitch Leary, a delusional former CIA agent.
Spooky role.
Yes.
You know about me? Do you have any idea what I've done for God and country?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting role for him. But my favorite is goes way back to his appearance in Dangerous Liaisons.
I didn't see that movie, but I heard it was good.